Hi, everybody. Inside of Oracle on the floor with the three-time champ Rick Fox, Steve Smith, the champion with the San Antonio Spurs. I'm Jared Greenberg. Obviously, guys, the Warriors come out with a great win, but now the attention turns to the status of Kyrie Irving, who is headed for an MRI.
Yeah, well, that's our NBA Finals storyline A. Right now, we saw Kyrie Irving show up in this game one, what appeared to be extremely healthy, ready to go, played at a high level, and right now they're dealing with potential absence of him for the rest of the series.
You know, Rick and Jared, I was so happy, like you said, the way to see he was moving, obviously,
yeah.
and then he played well. But to see just the look on his face, and you know, you go through so much rehab. You're in the NBA Finals, your first time. It just made me feel for Kyrie Irving at the end of the game.
Well, Rachel Nichols has been covering all of the injuries throughout the season to Kyrie Irving, and she is standing by outside the Cavaliers locker room. Rachel?
Yeah, Jared, it was a very depressed Kyrie Irving who talked to us in the locker room just now. He even said at one point, "You can tell by the tone of my voice, I am worried." He said that the doctors told him initially that they didn't see any MCL or ACL damage in the left knee. They also said that his right ankle, which he twisted, you can see there when he went down, should be fine. He said he wasn't really feeling pain there, so that is the good news. But the bad news is that Kyrie said for him, it felt a lot different than previous times that he has tweaked or aggravated the knee during these playoffs. He said that he will be getting an MRI that'll presumably happen either late tonight or tomorrow. And then he was sitting in his locker, Jared, as he talked to us. The training room was only about 12 feet away from him. After that, he stood up and he needed help to get the 12 feet from his locker stall to the training room. Not a good sign for Cavaliers fans.
Well, Rachel, yesterday you reported a conversation you had with David Griffin about there wasn't the concern for further damage being suffered in that left knee. Where do you think they stand now on that information they gave you yesterday?
Yeah, I just spoke to David Griffin. He said that they believe that that is still the case. That doesn't mean that he can't aggravate the tendinitis, which is what they've been dealing with throughout this whole playoffs. They're going to cross their fingers. That is what's going to come out of the MRI. And then it's just a question of pain management. Is he able to get on the court for Game 2? I asked Kyrie, do you have even a sense yet where you are for Game 2? He said he doesn't. He's just going to take it day by day. There is this 2-day break now between Game 1 and Game 2. It's one of the few we have set up in this series, so that does work to the Cavaliers' advantage, lets them get through tomorrow, just sort of get a sense of where they are, and then maybe try to get him ready to get on the court for Game 2. But there's a lot of steps between then and now, and they are just starting with Kyrie, as he said, not feeling good, as he put it, worried.
Well, Rachel, 2:30 Eastern on Friday. We will have our media availability show, and I'm sure you'll have a lot more updates for us then.
Absolutely.
All right, that's Rachel Nichols outside the Cavaliers locker room, where all season long it's been injuries, and this team, Smitty, has had to overcome injuries. Now, as Rachel mentioned, 2 days off to either get Kyrie healthy or figure out what plan B is.
You know, the mental aspect of not only Kyrie Irving, as you can see, he was so disappointed, but I think for the entire Cavs organization, you can lose a game, but it was more than losing a game. You saw the guys walking out, they have this worried look about Kyrie Irving. And how can we get it done? Where can they find offense, Rick? Because I thought LeBron James had a fantastic game. But then who else besides Kyrie Irving can step up? J.R. Smith struggled today knocking down shots.
He did. He had a quick start with three-pointers going down. But we think of James Jones, who's had moments in the series, in the playoffs so far this year. Matthew Dellavedova did not really get a ton of minutes, but may potentially have to step in as Plan C again. I consider Plan B being the adjustment once Kevin Love went down. And then they had to deal with Kyrie Irving going out, which shifted them to Plan C. And now I don't know if there is a Plan D when it comes to the absence of both Kyrie and Love for a long period of time in this series.